continue the chapter congruent triangles. There was one question remaining. Last question, question number 8. In a right triangle ABC, right angle at C. In a right triangle ABC, right angle at C. We have given right triangle ABC, right angle at C. M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse AB. AB is the hypotenuse and M is the midpoint of hypotenuse AB. Then C is joined to M. C is joined to M. Point C is joined to M. C is joined to M and produced to a point D such that DM equals to CM. Produced to a point D such that DM equals to CM. Point M is joined to C and produced to point D such that DM equals to CM. Point D is joined to B. Point D is joined to B. Then show that triangle AMC. Show that the first part, triangle AMC, is congruent to triangle BMD. AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. And the second part, angle DBC is a right angle. Means we have to prove that angle DBC is 90 degree. Angle DBC is right angle. Right angle means 90 degree. And the third part, triangle DBC. Triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. Triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. This is the third part. And the fourth part is CM equals to half of AB. CM equals to half of AB. So we have given a right triangle ABC, right angle at C. M is the midpoint of AB. We have given. It means AM equals to BM. Join C to M and produce to D such that CM equals to DM. We have also given that CM equals to DM. So AM equals to BM because M is the midpoint of AB. We have given M is the midpoint of AB. It means AM equals to BM. And it is given that produced CM to D such that CM equals to DM. So we take two triangles. In triangle AMC and triangle BMD. In triangle BMD and triangle AMC. In triangle BMD and triangle two triangles, PM equals to AM. It is given PM equals to AM. PM equals to AM. That is given. And DM equals to CM equals to DM or DM equals to CM. It is also given. DM equals to CM. DM equals to CM. It is also given. And angle BMD is equals to angle AMC by vertical opposite angle. Angle BMD is equals to angle AMC vertical opposite angle. So in these two triangles, two sides and included angle are equal. So by SAS, these two triangles becomes congruent. So we write that triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD by side angle side. By SAS, these two triangles are congruent. Now by CPCT, since these two triangles are congruent, so by CPCT we can write BD equals to AC. So BD equals to AC by CPCT. Corresponding part of congruent triangle. And angle DBM. Angle DBM equals to angle CAM. These are the corresponding angles from these two congruent triangles. Angle DBM equals to angle CAM. Angle DBM equals to angle CAM. This is also by CPC. But these two angles are alternate angles. These two angles are alternate angles. So we write that, but these two angles are alternate angles. Angle DBM and angle CAM, these are two alternate interior angles. And we know that if two interior angles are equal, then the side must be parallel. So BD is parallel to AC and CD, and AB is the transversal. AB is the transversal and this angle is equal to this angle. It means side BD must be parallel to AC. So we can write that BD is parallel to AC because alternate angles are equal. Because alternate angles are equal. Since alternate angles are equal, then the two sides BD and AC must be parallel. Now BD is parallel to AC and these two angles, this angle and this angle, if two lines are parallel and BC is the transversal, then the sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal must be equals to 180 degree. So we can write that angle DBC plus angle ACB equals to 180 degree. And already we have given that angle C is 90 degree, means angle ACB is 90 degree. So angle DBC plus 90 degree equals to 180 degree, and angle DBC equals to 180 minus 90. So this is 90 degree. So these two parts we have proved. The first part, that triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD, and the second part, that angle DBC equals to 90 degree. So these two parts we have proved. Now for third part. So for third part we take two triangles, triangle DBC and ACB. Now for third part, from triangle DBC and triangle ACB, from triangle DBC and ACB, already we have proved that side BD equals to AC by CPCT. Side BD equals to AC. By CPCT we have proved BD equals to AC. So BD equals to AC, proved earlier. This side equals to this side, and angle DBC equals to angle ACB. Just we have proved 90 degree. Angle DBC equals to angle ACB. Angle DBC equals to angle ACB. This is 90 degree. And side BC is common for both the triangles. For triangle DBC and for triangle ACB, the side BC is common. So side BC equals to BC. Common side. Therefore, by side angle side, these two triangles will also be congruent. So triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB by side angle side SAS. And if these two triangles are congruent, then by CPCT, CD or DC equals to AC. DC equals to AC or CD equals to AB by CPCT. Since triangle DBC is congruent to ACB, therefore side CD equals to side AB. Now multiply both sides by half. So half of CD equals to half of AB. And we have given that M is the midpoint of CD, means CM equals to DM. So half of CD can be written as CM. So it becomes CM equals to half of AB. So this is our fourth part. So first part, triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD. Second part, angle DBC equals to 90 degree. Third part, triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB, and the fourth part, CM equals to half of AB. So let us see once. In question we have given that a right triangle ABC and right angle at C. A right triangle ABC, right angle at C. M is the midpoint of AB. M is the midpoint of AB. It means AM equals to BM. And produce join C to M and produce CM to D such that CM equals to DM. This also we have given. CM equals to DM. Then the first part we have to prove that triangle AMC is congruent to triangle AMD. The second part, angle DBC is 90 degree, and third part, angle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB, and the fourth part, CM equals to half of AB. So for first part we take two triangles, triangle BMD, triangle BMD and AMC, in which we have given BM equals to AM and DM equals to CM. So these two sides are equal to their corresponding sides, and these two are the vertical opposite angles. So if two lines intersect each other, then vertical opposite angles are equal. Therefore these two triangles are congruent. Triangle AMC and triangle BMD are congruent by SAS. Then we can write that side BD equals to AC by CPCT, and also by CPCT angle DBM, this angle equals to angle CAM, this angle, and these two angles are alternate angles. So if alternate angles are equal, it means these two lines are parallel. DB is parallel to AC. So we proved that DB is parallel to AC. Now if these two lines are parallel and BC is the transversal, so sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degree, and this is already we have given 90 degree. So angle DBC will become 90 degree. Now we have to prove that triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. So from triangle DBC and from triangle ACB, BD equals to AC. BD equals to AC. Already we have proved by CPCT. BD equals to AC. And also angle DBC equals to angle ACB, which is 90 degree. Just we have proved. And BC is the common side for both the triangles. Therefore these two triangles are congruent. And if these two triangles are congruent, then we can write CD equals to AB. Side CD equals to side AB, multiply by half. So half of CD equals to half of AB, and half of CD is written as CL. Now we start the next exercise. Theory already we have completed for exercise 7.2. The first question of 7.2, in exercise 7.2, already we have completed the theorem. Angle opposite to equal side of an isosceles triangles are equal, and side opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal. So already we have done this two theorem. Now see exercise 7.2. And first question of exercise 7.2. In an isosceles triangle ABC, there is an isosceles triangle ABC. ABC, triangle ABC is isosceles. In an isosceles triangle ABC with AB equals to AC, we know that in isosceles triangle two sides are equal. We have given side AB equals to AC. The bisectors of angle B and angle C intersect each other at O. Bisector of angle B and angle C intersect each other at O. These are the bisectors. BO is the bisector of angle B and angle C. And also we know that in isosceles triangle, base angles are equal. So angle B equals to angle C. Since it is isosceles, it means angle B equals to angle C. OB is the bisector of angle B. And OC is the bisector of angle C. OB and OC are the bisectors of angles B and angle C. Join A to O. Join A to O. A and O are joined. Then we have to show that OB equals to OC. Show that first part OB equals to OC, and the second part AO bisects angle A. AO bisects angle A, means AO is the bisector of angle A. We have to prove. So firstly we have given that a triangle ABC is isosceles. So since triangle ABC is isosceles, therefore its base angle, triangle ABC is isosceles, in which we have given angle B equals to C. Angle B equals to angle C. So half of, multiply both sides by half. Half of angle B must be equals to half of angle C. Multiplied both sides by 1 by 2. So half of angle B means angle OBC. Half of angle B is written as angle OBC, and half of angle C is written as angle OCB. Half of angle B is written as angle OBC, and half of angle C is written as angle OCB. So these are the two base angles. So in triangle OBC, angle OBC is equals to angle OCB. So in triangle OBC, base angles are equal. Therefore, triangle OBC is an isosceles. Is an isosceles triangle. And if it is an isosceles triangle, then we know that side OB is equals to side OC. If base angle of two sides are equal, OB equals to OC. So this is the first part. Side OB equals to side OC. OB equals to OC. The first part we have proved that side OB equals to side OC. Now for second part, we take two triangles. From triangle ABO and ACO. From triangle ABO and triangle ACO. We have proved that OB equals to OC. Side OB equals to OC. And we have given that angle B equals to angle C. Multiply by half. So half of angle B equals to half of angle C. So half of angle B can also be written as angle ABO. Angle ABO. And half of angle C can also be written as angle ACO. Angle ACO. So OB equals to OC and angle ABO equals to angle ACO. You can show this how angle ABO is equals to angle ACO. So one side and one angle is equal, and this is already equal. AB equals to AC. AB equals to AC. So these two triangles are congruent by side angle side. So we can write triangle ABO. Triangle ABO is congruent to triangle ACO. We find that these two triangles, triangle ABO and triangle ACO, are congruent. And if they are congruent, it means by CPCD, this angle and these angles are equal. Means we can write that angle BAO is equals to angle CAO by CPCD, and angle BAO equals to CAO. This implies AO bisects angle A. If angle BAO is equals to angle CAO, this implies that side AO bisects angle A in two equal parts.